when it comes to turning our trash into treasure, or more accurately, into power. Not all methods are created equal. Two dominant technologies stand at the forefront of the waste-to evolution: incineration, the traditional workhorse that's been around for decades, and gasification, a more modern, high-tech alternative. But which one is truly more efficient? Which is better for our planet and our wallets? Today, we're diving deep into the science, economics, and real-world applications of both to find out. Understanding their differences isn't just an academic exercise. It's the key to building the efficient, sustainable energy systems our future cities desperately need. Let's start with the classic approach: incineration. Think of it as a highly controlled, large-scale fire. For decades, it's been the go-to method for reducing the sheer volume of waste heading to our ever-growing landfills, all while generating useful heat and electricity. The process is straightforward. Municipal solid waste is fed into a massive furnace and burned at extremely high temperatures, often exceeding 850 degrees Celsius. This intense heat boils water, creating high-pressure steam that spins turbines, which in turn generate electricity. The advantages of incineration are its simplicity, proven reliability, and scalability. You can build these plants to handle the waste output of an entire metropolis. However, it's not without its challenges. Historically, incineration got a bad rap for emissions. And without advanced filtration systems, it can release pollutants like nitrogen oxides, sulfur dioxins, and harmful dioxins into the atmosphere. It's also generally less energy efficient compared to gasification. And it leaves behind a significant amount of residual ash that needs to be safely disposed of, often in specialized landfills. But let's be clear, modern incinerators are a world away from their predecessors. Today's facilities are equipped with sophisticated scrubbers, fabric filters, and real-time monitoring systems that capture the vast majority of harmful pollutants, dramatically improving their environmental performance and allowing them to meet strict regulations. Now, let's turn to the high-tech challenger, gasification. This process is fundamentally different. Instead of just burning waste, gasification is more like a high-temperature transformation. It breaks down waste materials in a controlled low-oxygen environment. By starving the reaction of the oxygen needed for full combustion, the waste doesn't burn. Instead, it converts into a valuable combustible gas mixture called syngas. This syngas is primarily composed of hydrogen, carbon monoxide, and a little methane. The beauty of syngas is its versatility. It's a clean-burning fuel that can be used in several ways. It can power highly efficient gas turbines or internal combustion engines to generate electricity. It can be used to produce heat, or it can even serve as a chemical feedstock to create valuable products like liquid fuels and chemicals. The benefits are significant. Gasification typically boasts a higher energy efficiency per ton of waste, meaning you get more power out of the same amount of trash. It also produces far lower emissions of pollutants like NOx and dioxins, as these compounds are less likely to form in the oxygen-starved environment. Plus, the solid byproduct, a glass-like substance called vitrified slag, is often inert and can sometimes be repurposed as construction material, reducing the landfill burden even further. The main hurdles for gasification are its complexity and higher initial capital costs. These systems require more sophisticated engineering and skilled operators to run effectively. So, let's talk numbers. When we compare the energy yield head-to-head, the difference becomes clear. On average, a modern incineration plant can produce somewhere between 600 and 800 kilowatts of electricity for every ton of typical municipal solid waste it processes. It's a respectable figure that has powered communities for years. However, a state-of-the-art gasification facility can often push that number higher, generating between 700 and 900 kilowatt-hours per ton. And remember, that doesn't even account for the added value of producing versatile syngas that can be diverted for other applications beyond just immediate electricity generation. This efficiency gain is a major point in gasification's favor, but it's crucial to remember that achieving these higher yields depends heavily on the specific technology used, the composition of the waste, and the expertise of the plant's operators. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. In fact, many forward-thinking cities are now exploring hybrid strategies, integrating both technologies to create a flexible and resilient waste management system. They might use incineration for certain types of waste and gasification for others, mitigating risk and maximizing the value extracted from their refuse. Of course, efficiency isn't just about energy output, it's also about environmental impact. This is where the debate gets really interesting. As we mentioned, modern incineration, with its advanced filtration and scrubbing systems, can meet incredibly strict environmental standards. But the issue of residual ash disposal remains a significant long-term concern. This ash can contain heavy metals and other toxic compounds that require careful management. Gasification, on the other hand, inherently produces less ash. The vitrified slag it creates is often more stable and less hazardous. Furthermore, the process of cleaning the syngas before it is burned allows for more effective and targeted removal of potential pollutants like sulfur and mercury. Ultimately, the environmental performance of either technology depends on a few key factors. First, the pre-processing of waste is critical. Removing non-combustible materials like metals and glass, and sometimes separating out specific plastics or organic materials, can dramatically improve the efficiency and cleanliness of both processes. Second, continuous real-time monitoring of emissions is non-negotiable for ensuring regulatory compliance and protecting public health. And finally, strong regulations and enforcement are what drive innovation and ensure that these plants operate as cleanly as possible. True sustainability requires that efficiency and environmental protection go hand in hand. Now, for the billion-dollar question, what about the economics? Building any large-scale energy facility is a massive investment. Generally, incineration plants have lower upfront capital costs. The technology is more mature and standardized, making them less expensive to build. However, their lower operational efficiency and the ongoing costs associated with ash disposal can eat into their long-term profitability. Gasification plants, with their more complex systems, typically require a higher upfront investment, but this initial cost can be offset over the plant's lifetime. The higher energy output means more revenue from electricity sales. The potential to sell syngas or other chemical byproducts creates additional revenue streams, and the reduced environmental impact can lead to savings on emissions compliance and landfilling fees. For decision makers, it's a complex balancing act between initial capital costs, long-term energy yield, environmental compliance, and the overall life cycle benefits of the plant. Let's look at how this plays out in the real world. In Stockholm, Sweden. A massive waste-to-energy incineration plant is the cornerstone of its district heating system, providing warmth to tens of thousands of homes and businesses, while dramatically reducing the city's reliance on landfills. It's a prime example of how mature incineration technology can be effectively integrated into a city's infrastructure. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world in Osaka, Japan, the city has embraced Gasification. Their advanced facilities integrate gasification with AI-controlled energy distribution systems, achieving remarkable efficiency and some of the lowest emissions levels in the world. These case studies show that there's no single best answer. The right choice depends entirely on the local context, the specific composition of the waste, the existing energy infrastructure, land availability, and the political and regulatory priorities of the region. So, after all that, which is more efficient? The answer is nuanced. On a purely technical level, gasification generally offers higher energy conversion efficiency and produces a more versatile energy carrier in gas. It has the potential to be a cleaner, more resource-efficient solution. However, incineration is a proven, reliable, and more economically accessible technology that continues to play a vital role in waste management and energy production worldwide. The future likely isn't a battle where one technology vanquishes the other. Instead, we'll probably see a smarter, more integrated approach. Future cities may blend the best of both, using a portfolio of technologies tailored to their specific needs, turning every single ton of waste into another step toward a truly sustainable and circular economy. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of waste to energy. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up. And do not forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next exploration into the technologies shaping our future. We'll see you in the next one.